I guess.
Hey, lovies. Gigi.
I ain't saying my name. And not change. What's good, everyone? Welcome to the lost episode of Social Headaches.
Long awaited, huh?
Yeah, we went into the vault and grabbed this out. It's a little overdue. We've been had this waiting. So, we decided to release it today. It's a very deep subject. We're gonna keep it very short because we working something new out. It's called Not Rambling Off. Anywho, today's question for men and women: how can you date, talk, interact with, or even be physically attracted to sexually with a man or a woman that is spiritually disconnected with themselves, with the burden of life, alter egos, medicine, society's loud traffic, and drama disruptions? How do you solve that weight on your back that you wake up with every day? Knowing that you can't control much, let alone barely control yourself emotionally or physically. Gigi, have you
Right.
ever been down this road where you had to spiritually cleanse yourself because you had a lot of past situations that left you a little dirty?
Of course. I made a video about that earlier.
You did? Where the
Yeah, you're a
fuck
little
was that?
late. You weren't here yet. So, yeah, I spoke on that. I
Mhm.
did a cleansing a couple of times, but this last time was much more effective than any other time. And I want to speak on what you just questioned. How can you date, be physically attracted to, or any of the above with someone who's spiritually disconnected? Well, my take on that is just because someone is spiritually disconnected, yeah, they may not be all the way together, but not everyone is. If you are spiritually connected, then you have that power to be able to try to pull that person into their
Help help your
spirituality.
counterpartner
Yeah.
channel their inner
And
divine source.
yeah. So, with that being said, as a woman and who is spiritually connected, um, you have to know who you are and who you're dealing with. So at the end of the day, you know exactly what to pray for, what to reach out for from your higher power to be able to either help that other person or give them some kind of tools, and hopefully, they take it and accept it and, work on it. If not, then maybe that person is not for you, or sometimes it could just take time. If you really want that person, then you will do what it takes until things are correct spiritually. So,
So you think, or how do you feel about a situation of that manner? If you help that person spiritually reconnect themselves,
mhm,
help them cleanse,
mhm.
not to change them, but to evolve their inner potential, do you think that's your way of creating your soulmate?
No,
Or is that a lost step to creating your soulmate that most people forget to use?
you can't create a soulmate.
Possibly.
You can't create a soulmate.
I mean, not
It's
tech.
either there or it's not.
You could
And,
create.
and,
You could
and
also create or tarnish the connection between you and your
you could
soulmate.
tarnish it, but you can't create it because it's
It's
already
already
in
there,
divine order.
but it's up to you
But
to accept and create and let that motion that's already created in you.
out. Yeah. So at like as far as soulmates are concerned, a soulmate could be your buddy, your best friend. It could be the same sex. So it's when people talk about soulmates, it's not just in a romantic way. It's in a spiritual way. So I mean, you either got it or you don't. You can It's something that you can't create.
It's a book.
Really.
Yeah. Continue. Just keep it short as usual. It's a book that Gigi put me on.
I already showed it.
Well, I'm about to say, go
Lovelies. I
ahead.
showed it earlier, and in case you don't know what it is, it's the 21 Days of Consciousness Cleans
By
by
author.
Debbie Ford, which I said is my fave. So, I had to put them up on it.
You gotta do the smile next to it. LA. I mean, lame.
Again, I showed this earlier on my video. Somebody didn't watch.
Somebody has inner divine channeling to do. Um, Drugs is no way to solve it. Alcohol is a drug. Sex is a drug. Um,
Anything that's addictive to
Anything that you indulge yourself into
is
in numerous amounts that you feel like it's a need to suppress your emotions or help you get through your day is considered a drug because it's a suppressor. It helps alter your inner emotions that you may have. The reason I look up is because I'm trying to find out where the fuck is all of these spiritual channels at? Where are these spirits coming from? But that's not for us to know.
spiritual realm. It's more than three
It's
dimensions.
not for us to know really.
Okay, well, but it's more than three dimensions. And at the end of the day, there are souls walking on this earth, spirits walking on this earth.
Okay,
No.
we ain't trying to get
Yeah.
Ghostbusters right
Well, I
now.
mean, I'm just saying, I've seen it with my own two eyes at a very young age. So I believe it, and can't nobody change that. What I've seen with my own two eyes. But
Earlier in my life, to coincide with you're talking about, earlier in my life, I went through some minor situations that was overwhelming and it made me alter who I am. Then on top of losing certain key pieces in my life, such as family, which is a very big support system to those who have that that substance of the word family, because some people are in a situation where they have family, but it's not family in the terms of what it's supposed to mean. Now, to clear the air, I am going through that. I've been scorned. I've been in situations where I put myself there because I felt like I needed to be there for others, even though I was tormented inside about not knowing my next move in life. When you don't know your next move in life, you might as well say, where are you located? Because you need to find yourself in that process. When you're trying to put dating and other minor things of that nature into the mix, that's when your situation gets complicated. You run across someone, let's say, that may misuse you or mislead you. And then when you get misled, you have this certain pain that you have to deal with, this certain concern. Most people been through this. Some dealt with the pain by cutting themselves. Not saying me, because I don't even like needles. I'm just being honest. I hate needles. I really hate needles. Anywho, some may have dealt with it with cutting themselves, drug abuse, sexual abuse, or whatever the case may be. And to make this short and sweet, if you don't find the inner peace within you soon within that moment, you could lose important parts of you spiritually that you may never get back or never may be able to channel again because you're so brainwashed with your ego's perspective on life. Instead of you being tuned in with yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you're just more tuned in physically and you deal with the emotions as they come. Well, you're supposed to already have the emotion to put it in motion. Because the real saying is always do something that you're passionate about. Because if you do that in a manner of that statement, then that means you didn't mislead yourself. If you felt like it was wrong, then you left. If you felt like it was right, you stayed. If you pursuing it with a full body, mind, and spirit essence, not just the physical matter of the situation.
Yeah. Um,
That was a mouthful, wasn't it? High
yeah.
five.
So,
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's not easy.
video I did earlier is similar to this, but
We could say this
deep,
the extended version.
basically, deep down within, you have to channel all of the energies that you have. You have to deal with those emotions on all bases, whether it's letting people go, situations go, um, just you have to lighten your load. And in order to lighten your
Like going to the
load,
bathroom,
uh, uh,
lighten your load. You've
uh,
been doing that a lot lately.
no,
You have. I'm
I,
just saying you went like
how
four
would you know?
times. I only been here like 15 minutes and you already
I
done went
haven't
to the
been through a
bathroom
lot.
four
I drank a
times.
lot of water.
You went to the bathroom four times
I
since I've
drank
been
a
here.
lot of water. He's a hater.
It's clearly come out the wrong
Unfortunately,
way.
I I have to drink a lot of water due to the challenge that I'm doing. Anywho, you just get so much peace, happiness, and so many things start to build around you. So many good things begin to build around you once you connect with the higher source, higher energies. You begin to draw better people to you or better situations.
Or people that is crazy as you. And then that's when you create steel sharpens steel. And once you create that type of technique between you and your partner, countermate, family member, you could conquer a lot of situations. Because now you both are enlightening each other on numerous levels. So I think it's a step by step process. Because in this egotistic world, if we don't step back from a situation and make sure that we're using this solution or action that we're about to put into play or implement, in other words, you gotta make sure you're not doing it being selflessness or either being more into the physical nature of wanting this to happen. You have to think about it in all perspectives, aspects,
Mhm.
categories. You need to make sure that you're making the right step. And that's why you put in the time and the effort. Because if you don't,
In order to do that, you have to be a bit selfish with yourself
right?
and
Because
who you give your time to.
you got to make sure you put yourself first at the end of the day, but also be very conscious of your partner that you're dealing with, or mate or family member.
Energy rubs off.
So,
spirits rubs off as well.
right.
So you have to be careful who you surround yourself, around. If I know a lot of people that has from back in my teenage days, early teenage days, that continuously did the same things every day on a daily basis. And, you know, of course, I began to separate myself from that. And I look back and I see those people to this day. And of course, they're doing still those same things. Can't really say they accomplished much besides children and mm, addictions. So, again, you have to grow. If you don't want to grow, I mean, you have to grow. And if those around you don't want to grow, then you have to separate yourself from them and continue to grow to make you a better you. Um, the more that you know, the more that you grow, the more you can do, the more power you have to control your own life and your own destiny. And that's just about it. Oh, goodness.
I just had to.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mac and Bewick as well. You know, I had to throw my West Sides
I'm
up,
from
but
Garland to be with.
you know, I'm just
Just
letting it be known that East Side is an influence. You know.
yeah, we are.